It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Now for the starting lineups. First, for the visiting team, representing the West, in goal, Clara Malinkovic. On defense, number 16, Mila Lindholm. Also on defense, number 12, Alex Slay. At wing, number 6, Kiana Wilson. On the other side, number 4, Jamie Jorgensen. And at center, number 3, Chloe Katzenmacher. And the rest of the West team. Now for the home team representing the South. Starting in goal, number 30, Piper Tang. On defense, number 4, Caroline Whipple. Also on defense, number 15, McKenna Shamley. At wing, number 2, Leighton Craigman. On the other side, at wing, number 16, Riley Andrew. And starting at center, number 8, Nora Tack. And the rest of the South girls. And now, if you could you please rise? Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor America and play our national anthem.
Game number 5 here on Championship Sunday at the 2023 Stars of Tomorrow for the Bloomington Ice Gardens. The 2011s now our last 2 games, and we have a South versus West matchup. The South is in the white uniforms and the West in the blue. In goal for the South team, Piper Tam from Lakeville. And in goal for the West, Clara Milinkovic from Minneapolis. We are underway. And played on the far side by the West. A weird hop off the boards there, and Nora Tack brings it in, number 8. And then runs towards the slot area. It's going to be controlled by the West, and out they come. Loose at center ice. And now played all the way in, and no icing there. Is going back for it for the West now is Alexander Slag of Maple Grove. Now played up the wall, and the West team plays it, and that gets past the defender on that side, Carolyn Whipple of Excelsior. Then we'll come back for it. Whipple behind the goal, and now try to maneuver through traffic. Winds up putting it in front of the goal over to the opposite side. Two on each side there. You hear the referee yelling, move it. Now, finally it's dug out. Now a shot from in tight there by the West's number 11, Katie Genia from Blaine. Now winds up behind the net. Finally out to the far side as the South plays it rink wide and out to center ice. Kendall Starkey, Deep Haven. Now played rink wide, and the South will shoot it on in. Audrey Hovde of Savage over to the right side. Grace Garrity of Victoria into the zone now. Leaves a drop pass, and they work it in. Here's a shot that winds up going just wide of the goal. Loose in front, and it winds up somehow staying out of the net. And the West and the near wall trying to play it out of the zone. It winds up going back behind, and the South's Whipple after it. Now it hits the back of the goal and is loose to the right edge, and sneaking around the corner there to make a save against the post is Clara Milinkovic. 2 minutes and 6 seconds gone in the first half of play. Again, 21-minute halves. 2011 boys will close us out here in our last game coming up, and the puck comes all the way back into the south end. And now picked up and carried rink wide for a moment by Ashley Noble out of Excelsior also. Now Noble has the puck on the blue line and tried to flip it ahead and wound up putting it off the stick of Brenna Noling and out of play. We'll take the face-off at center ice. 18:29 now to go. 2.5 minutes into the game, and now it's going to be poked back by the West to center. Kruger Corbin of Rogers playing it in, and then heads for the bench on a change. After it now, Lydia Joseph from Wayzata. It's in the circle, a backhanded centering pass, loose at the right edge of the goal. And played around in the south zone as they ring the boards in their own zone. Audrey Nichols going after it. Now comes out to center ice. And here's Carolyn Keatman from Greenwood playing it in. And on the backhand now switches back to the forehand, takes the shot, and the save is made by Milinkovic. South is undefeated. 3-0. They defeated this West team 4-0 in the first game. Then defeated East 8-1 and North 1-0. So only allowed one goal in the 3 games so far. And the West team, after losing its opener, defeated North 5-0 and East 5-2. Now it's played behind the goal to the opposite side as the South, looking for some space here, goes back behind the net and can't come out of the corner. Winds up behind the goal and spinning with it there. For the South, trying to center it is Garrity. Off to the left corner boards. And then finally fed back behind the net. And the West will go after it there. Lindholm to play it up the wall, and it's going to wind up going back behind the goal. Slag plays it, and that's going to go all the way down the ice, and that will be icing. 4 minutes and 12 seconds into this penultimate game. A good tournament here. And the puck loose and finally comes to rest underneath Milinkovic. We're brought to you, of course, by Latza Matza Pizza and Summit Orthopedic, and we thank them for their support of Youth Hockey Hub throughout the year. Now over to the far side, and the West will pick it up and carry it out to center ice. Katie Genia now over the line, and here's a shot by Wagner, Avery Wagner, that goes wide. And now the South trying to restore order behind their goal here as it comes out to the near side. Now in the corner. And here's Nora Tak playing it out to center ice. West turns and plays it back in. Avery Loma of St. Louis Park. Now played out to center ice, and there's a race for it in the West zone, won in fairly short order by Sophie Liu of Maple Grove. Played down the far wing and over the line. Liu put it in front, got past the goaltender, came right through the crease. And now a rink-wide pass to center, and here comes the South over the line. Sophie Tews of Le Sueur now playing it ahead and picked up there by the West. And Ella Smith, the Maple Grove player, playing it into the zone off to the far side. And here is Whipple in the left corner, then gave it up behind the goal to Liu, who has it there, centers it, and it comes into the circle, finally picked up there by South, and now out they come over the line. And a centering pass comes all the way through. They're not able to knock it home there as Keekman was open, or Keekman open at the left edge from Whipple's centering pass. Comes out of the near side boards, and it's going to run to center ice. Here's another race for it, and a nice play by Keekman to turn it back. Keekman in over the line, and then that is poked away from her and cleared right back into a line change, and finally comes back into the zone. And the South goes back behind its goal. Chambliss. It's McKenna Chambliss in the starting lineup from Edina. Now loose at neutral ice, and the West will carry in Katzenmacher. Chloe Katzenmacher to the far side, and she's after it there. The Blaine youngster will play it around behind and then get it back on a return pass as Jorgensen broke for the net. Now a centering pass is deflected behind the goal, and Jorgensen there brings it in front, and the South is able to pick it up. And it's going to be banked off the boards and all the way down the ice. That will be an icing call with 14:03 now to go in the first half of play. East teams won the first 3 games here today against various opposition, but they won both in the 09 boys and girls. They also won the 10 girls before the 2010 boys were defeated 5-2 in the last game here. Now South trying to pick it up in front of their goal. It's threaded through there and finally knocked wide of the goal by Wilson. Now here is a pass to the near side, and the South breaks out. Kragness plays it ahead, and over the line comes Joselina Nelson from Edina, and that winds up going astray. Back comes the West, 2 against 2. Here's a shot that's deflected over the glass and out of play off the stick of Loma, and we'll get a face-off in the South end. 13:20 to go here in the opening half. Now played up the wall, and West can't hold it in. It comes out to center ice, and backtracking for it there is Isla Smith. Now played back into the West zone. Finally it's going to trickle out to center ice. Noble on the turn there for the South, then lost it, and it's laying loose in the slot. Finally, West team picks it up And it comes back to Milinkovic, or excuse me, it comes back to Seniorlecki from St. Louis Park, Celine Seniorlecki, and now it's played rink wide, and Smith over the line. It's 2 against 4. Smith takes the shot, and a pad save made by Tam as it winds up to the circle. And there's a shot, and Tam makes the stop again, this time against Slag, and we'll get a face-off in the south zone as we come up on the halfway mark of the opening half. Scoreless in our 2011 girls title game. And now loose to the right corner in the south in control behind the net. Chambliss fed it to the left, and the return pass went over her, and Starkey picks it up with a pass out to neutral ice. And here's a break. And the South plays it in, and that gets too far ahead of the attacking forward, Joey Hartle from Chaska. And that will be a face-off coming up in the west end, to the left of the goal. And Garrity on the draw wins it. And now here's a shot that's saved on a pad there as Hartley took the shot. Now behind the net, South, that was a nice idea as Kendall Starkey tried to swing out and go to the short side from behind the net and got the puck up in the air, but not able to beat the goaltender. Comes off to the far side, west into the zone. And now here's Slag up against the boards. Now plays it towards the circle where it's laying loose. Now it's going to come up the slot, and here is a shot that is gloved as Alexander Slag took the shot, and Tam was able to make the glove save. 11.5 minutes to play. Puck is banked ahead and played down by Loma and out to center, and here comes the South. This is Keepman over the line and runs into traffic. It's laying loose in the slot now, and going to be picked up there and carried out by the West. Wagner starting down the far wing. Wagner plays it to the left of the goal, and going back for it there for the South is Noble. Up the wall it comes, and now to the slot, and here's a shot. A good split save there off the stick of Corbin. Stopped by Tam, now behind the net. Play to the right point, and a shot right on, and Tam makes the save, and the puck winds up in the net, but the whistle had gone, so we'll get a face-off in the south zone to the left. Centering pass, and that winds up going off the defender in front and deflecting onto the goalkeeper. Tam is standing in front of the net. Chambliss took that centering pass off the shoulder and deflected right down into the crease area where Tam was able to get a stoppage. 10:41 left. And that face-off pulled back into the corner, and the South's able to play it ahead through Riley Ambill of Burnsville, and now down the wing they come. Here's Keepman, and that's poke checked away. Cleared up the wall to the near side. Smith goes behind the net for the West. Now played up the near wall to the right point, but not out as it's held in there by Chambliss. Now feed over to the left point, and a shot winds up trickling wide off the traffic as it came back to Whipple at the point. Now off the goaltender again. It comes to the near side and cleared but not out. It's going to be held and played back down deep into the zone by Keepman as players from both teams in. 9:45 to go in the first half. And down low, Garrity for the South. Now cleared ahead, and here come the West. They have a 2-on-1. And over the line, Lou threw it across, rebound, goaltender is down, and just unable to poke it home was Corbin. Boy, a nice play there by Sophie Lou to get a shot away. The rebound was just begging to be tapped into the net, and it stayed out. 9:10 to go. Play behind the net, and now for the West, Jorgensen tries to play it in front and is in check there. Jorgensen gets the puck, centers it, and that is intercepted by Chambliss, who plays it rink wide and out to center ice. It'll come back to neutral, and it's controlled there by Slag. That's stolen away, and now here comes the south end down the near wing. Hartle closing, shooting, loose, and where is it? Under the goaltender. That was a super save by Milinkovic. They had players all over the place in front of the goal. Most notably Nora Tack, who is second on the team in scoring with 4 points, tied with Joey Hartle. Now play it on out to center ice and then into the west zone. Less than 8.5 now to go in the first half. Puck is picked up there by Hartle and fed over to the far side, and the south tries to build through the middle, but the pass goes awry and is picked up and shot on into the zone by Slag. And now winds up back behind the goal. Loose in the near corner now with 8 minutes to go. And the half cleared around finally behind the net. And the south playing it ahead there. Ambule out to center ice. And that's going to find an open wing. And now the West will come back for it in deep. Loma around on the boards. And a rink-wide pass out to center ice. Brennan Noling of Centennial over the line, and nothing doing there. Comes to the circle, Wagner. Winds up behind the net, and the puck controlled on the near side by Nelson. West brings it in, and that's broken up in the slot area as they got the puck onto the blade of Corbin again. Here comes the south back. And Nichols taking it in, loose, and finally cleared, and it's going to get past the defender on that side, Noble, and out to center ice. Whipple feeds it through, and here comes the south into the zone. Now picked up by Keatman. Goes behind the net, comes out the far side. Still in possession. Keatman finally drops it over to the right point, gets it back off a deflection. Now throws it across to Noble on the left. Whipple with a lot of puck time on this particular sequence. Now Whipple tries to throw it in front, and Keatman comes in and can't get a shot through. Noble takes a shot. That goes off the defense, and it comes up the slot, and here's Corbin. That's held in by Noble. Loose in front, and right on. And we're going to get a save made here, and 6:13 to go. A stoppage coming up in the west zone. Draw coming to the right of the goal, and now played around behind the net, and finally the West able to get control, and they clear it to the blue line and finally out to center, but carrying it right back in. Nichols, and then lost it. Now over the line, the south comes in. Here's Whipple taking a shot, rising, and it's going to be gloved on the way over the goal. Now loose in front, and I just realized that they announced the wrong goaltender for the West. It's at least Kelly of Andover that's in there at the moment, wearing number 30 rather than number 1. Now here comes the West in with 5.5 minutes to go in the opening half. And it's going to be played to the wall, and Nelson in the corner. Losing possession, West regains it, rolling. Brandon Noling dropping it back to the point, and it's going to be controlled by the south. They'll carry it to center ice, where it's going to be claimed finally by Wagner. Over to the near side, and it's going to be Noling over the line. Takes a long shot. It was going wide of the goal. And controlled there by Genia, and it's going to leak towards the right point. Now Genia down low for West, comes along the goal line and plays it. And finally it's going to come out to center. Four and a half minutes to go, and it's played on into the West zone. And they will carry it out. Wagner. Goes back behind the net, 4:20 to go. Noble for the South playing it up. And Kendall Starkey wasn't able to get it out of the zone. Now it'll wind up going back behind the net. And Ambuel will play it, but not out. And the shot winds up going wide of the target from Phelan O'Shea of Minnetrista. Now comes in front, and a backhanded shot along the ice by Corbin is taken by Tam, and we'll get a face-off with 3:56 to go, and still looking for our first puck in the net. Now Amdo plays it ahead. It's going to be held there along the half wall. And the West, Corbin. Lost possession, loose in the corner. Now it comes to the half boards, and there's a shot right on. And Tam with a glove catch against the West player O'Shea. Out there with Arsenio Reckley was out there. Now O'Shea comes off as well. And with 3.5 minutes to go, comes around on the near side to the wall. Poked ahead, and the South trying to get out of there. Nichols can't play it out. Now it runs to the front of the net, and a shot goes behind. West after it. Jorgensen behind the net. Jorgensen looking for some help. Circles around, and now Katzenmacher. And they moved to the front of the net, and then they lost the puck. Out to center. Players falling as it's brought on into the zone, but only momentarily. West gaining possession. No, coming in now is Nichols. And a centering pass. Boom! There's a lovely goal for Nora Tack as Nichols set her up and went upstairs over the goaltender's glove, and Nora Tack has scored the first goal for the South with 2:52 to go here in the first half of play, 1-0. That is Nora Tack's fourth goal of the tournament and her 5th point.
Scoring for the South with 2:52 remaining in the first half. Number 8, Nora Tack, with the assist to number 7, Audrey Nichols.
And Audrey Nichols with a very nice setup pass. Long pass down the wing. South breaking in. This is Kragness going in on goal. Kragness a backhanded shot. Sprawling stop made by Kelly. And now it's played to neutral ice. And now coming in off the wall, this is Grace Garraby, and unable to get a shot, but the puck comes rink wide out to center ice. And over the line comes the West. Moving in for a backhanded shot, and a save made was Genia, and we'll get a face-off now in the South end with 1:55 to go. In the opening period, and it's a 1-0 lead for the South, which won the last game between these teams by 4-0. Here's a shot that's deflected. It goes just wide. Good chance there. Senurecki put it where it could be deflected. And now behind the net, it comes in front, and loose at the left edge, finally trickles onto the goaltender as Lou tried to come out of the corner. Face-off coming up to the left of the South goal with 1:37 to play. Puck in the South's possession for the time being. They play it up the wall. And it's going to wind up going back behind the net. Noble after it there. Plays it around on the near side for the South, and Starkey And they still can't clear the zone. Going back for it, Whipple. They try again up the wall, and that's turned back by Smith. And now a clearing attempt is deflected almost onto the goaltender, and Noble goes after it in the left corner as we hit the 1 minute mark here in the first period. And now they break out down the wing. It's 2-on-1. Pass over to the right side, and a shot winds up going behind the net from Starkey. Now to the left point, Whipple flattens it out, shoots. Ooh, a good stop there by Kelly. Good agility there. You know, we see goaltenders very agile these days, playing on their stomachs sometimes. Did you know that prior to 1918, if a goaltender left their feet, it was a minor penalty? Where stand-up goaltending came from, it was required by the rules at the time. Now behind the goal, puck is in the left corner with 22 seconds to go. And a shot from the right boards there winds up on goal as Chambliss tried her luck. Excuse me. Puck runs to the circle with 8 seconds to go. And then shot in, rink wide. And that's going to be an icing call with 3 seconds to go as Slag shot the puck in from her own side of center ice and gives up the defensive zone faceoff with 3 seconds to go in the period. And that's going to be it for our first half of play. And our score after the first half is the South 1 and the West nothing. So we'll take a break between periods, and we'll come back with our second half right after this here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Second half underway for these two teams as we play out the 2011 finals. In a 1-0 game, we got a whistle, and we have a face-off as the net has come off its magnet. And now played out to center. Or it's controlled by the South. Again, working left to right as Jocelina Nelson plays it in. Pardon me. Teams have changed goaltenders, and now Clara Milenkovic is in goal for the West team. And it's Ruby Sumet in goal from Victoria for the South, which leads it 1-0. It comes in front. Here's a shot that's chipped wide by Nichols. Now comes up the slot, and the West is able to pick it up. And they bring it out to center ice. Nelson over to the far side, brings it into the zone, and then is skated off, comes back behind the net. And it's flipped off the glass, and it's going to come all the way back into the South zone. That's Nelson with it. Pass up the middle, and Keatman unable to latch onto it. Didn't have a good hold of her stick, it looked like, as it came to the near side. And now the West gives it up in front of the goal, and trying to sweep it towards the net was Kragness, and that now is picked up on the far side, and the West will carry out to center ice. Corbin goes down, and now gets back up and immediately starts scrapping for the puck. Now it's picked up there, and here's Noble for the South. Ashley Noble over the line takes the shot. That's deflected. It comes down in front and controlled finally by the West's O'Shea. Out to center, and O'Shea brings it in over the line. Played back deep into the corner, and it's going to run finally towards the boards where Lou will pick it up. And now picked up and deflected out to center ice. Senyarecki unable to play it. Now poked towards the blue line and played back in by O'Shea into that group of players. Now out at neutral ice, controlled by Smith. Over the line they come. Junior, and check that, 17, Lou closing in. And then it's knocked off to the boards and cleared finally out to center ice. Lou plays it ahead, and we get a whistle on a stoppage, 18:07 to go. You know, this is the way, we talk about halves, this is the way hockey used to be played up until 1910. It was played in halves, 2 30-minute halves to make 60 minutes, and then somebody thought, well, maybe it's better if we just play 3 periods instead. And that's the way it goes. That's the way it went. Now played towards the net, right on, and a save made by Milenkovic. And did you also know that up until 1921, it was illegal for a goaltender to make a forward pass? Had to be to the side or behind. And over the line. Broken up, and now here come the South back. Nichols over the line, plays it, and it's laying there in the slot. Finally, it is going to be controlled by the West, and they poke it out to center. And in control there is Chambliss. And West changing over the line. Nichols cuts to the slot, and then that shot is blocked. Second try is blocked too, and it comes now to Whipple, and to put it through. Now loose to the far boards, and it's controlled by Genia, and we'll play it ahead. It'll come all the way back into the South zone. 17 minutes to go. And the West trying to set up shop here in the South zone. A centering pass is sticked away to the boards by Sumet. Now, again, Sumet. Finally, the puck is frozen underneath her. 16:44 to go. Now they score from the faceoff, and the West finally breaks through after allowing the first 5 goals between these two teams. The West picks it up, and it's Brennan Noling from Centennial scoring the goal, and it is 1-1. Now it's played back into the West zone, and we're level at 1-1. West starts back, and a rink-wide pass will come into the zone, and after it there is Audrey Hovde of Savage. Is around behind to the near side.
Scoring for the West.
We got the announcement.
Assist coming to number 8, Avery Wagner, and number 9, Lydia Joseph.
Wagner and Joseph get assists, and now there's a nice piece of agility. The puck is in the net as it came off. They are giving credit for a goal there, as I had thought that Sumet had the puck underneath her and had it frozen, and that's what she's asking the official. That was not underneath me. And the West goes ahead 2-1. Sophie Liu is going to be given credit for that goal. And the goal is allowed. And now played back into the South zone. Suddenly they find themselves trailing 2-1 after playing a perfect first half defensively.
West with 15:59 remaining in the second half. Number 17, Sophia Liu, unassisted.
That is an unassisted goal officially, and Katzenmacher lost it in the center circle. Back comes the South over the line, and this is Nora Tack who has their goal. Winds up in the right corner. Now play to the left point where Noble's going to hold it in. Shot towards the net, changed direction and crawled up the arm and into the glove of Olenkovic. As I go through the NHL website, well, we're talking about fun rule changes. In 1927, they reduced the width of a goaltender's leg pad to 10 inches. Trying to find a way to increase offense in the game. Puck shot all the way down the ice, and there's an icing call. And it used to be illegal to rag the puck unless you were shorthanded. That would result in a stoppage in play, which was seen as an attempt to delay the game because they were looking for goals in those days. This was before the slap shot was invented, of course, too, so much different. Now over the line, here's a shot that is right on, taken by Wagner. And Sumet sticks it away. Now Sumet again. Avery Loma with the shot, and it winds up in the goaltender's glove. And it used to be like football back in those days. When you were the home team, you had your choice of which end you were going to defend. Now picked up and played down by Senurecki. And behind the goal, Noble in control for the South team. Played up to the top of the circle. And finally, that's going to be turned back right on the line by Liu. But now out come the South. And Starkey over the line, a pass to the left. And it's going to wind up going down into the corner. Fed into the circle and finally intercepted. Genia plays it out to center ice, and now here's Joseph. No, check that, it's 5. Smith over the line. Played around on the near side. And they try to clear it out. Can't. Finally picking it up for the South and playing it to center's Nichols. Over the wing, over the line, from the wing. They score! A centering pass, and it's Keepman knocking it in. Nichols will get the assist, and we're tied at 2 with 13:36 left. So the South striking back after allowing a couple of goals in a row, and now we are once again level at 2-2. Now it's played to the wall in the West zone. 2-2 the score. And here they come back. Over the line, Katzenmacher on the backhand. Finally peels off in the corner. And now it goes behind the net. Played around Katzenmacher, and it comes out towards the half wall. And we'll get the announcement on the goal.
36 remaining number 7, Audrey Nichols. Assist coming to number 6, Sophie Toombs, and number 14, Ashley Noble.
Well, that's not what I saw. That's okay. They announce it, and it's 2-2, and over the line, Nichols closing in for the South, and now the West will pick it up and backhand one ahead. Out to center ice, Wagner over the line, takes the shot, and it was deflected by the blocker pad. Probably would have gone wide. And now the South, Garibay in control, and it's going to be held in there at the left point by Loma. Puts it in front, and it came off the goaltender. Now another turnover down low, and a chance for the West in front, but just unable to reach it there was Wagner. As the puck played to the left boards, and they try to shoot it through the mass of humanity at the point, and it doesn't get out of the zone. Going to be loose there and finally played on out to center. And Noling. Now Noling can't handle a pass, and it comes back into the zone. Joseph on the turn there, waiting for people to clear out. Now the South is going to play it on in, and they'll chase after it. 11:53 to go. Comes out to center. Here's a saucer pass, and it's a nice one on to Wagner's stick, but she had a hard time controlling it. Now going after it into the corner. Two from each team in. 11.5 to go. Here's a shot and a stick save made as the puck came out to the left point, and Loma, who heads for the bench on a change. They're changing now, so there's no point to feed, and finally the puck is picked up by Nora Tak, and then we'll play it out to center ice. Now controlled by Liu through the center circle over the line. Liu in the circle, still in possession. Now is steered into the boards, and finally the West will play it out towards the right point, and here's a shot that's lifted over the top and almost over the glass by O'Shea. Now it comes loose, and Nora Tak in the right corner plays to the point. It's going to be held in, and there's a shot by Senyurecki that changes direction. Winds up going wide of the cage. Picked up there by Audrey Nichols, trying to play out, and it does come to the blue line. Finally, it does come out as well, and it's picked up there. And Ambule will play it on into the zone, and then head for the bench as they get a change. 10:20 to go, a 2-2 contest. Now played back out to center ice, and the South team in control. Whipple tries to play it into the zone. Now it's picked up there by the West, and they do play it in through Liu. And out to center, Nichols. Left wing pass over the line, and that's broken up right at the blue line. Finally, Nichols plays it down deep, and it's going to be controlled by O'Shea behind the net. O'Shea lost it. Centering pass swept away to the near point, and finally out to center ice. And that makes Whipple go back for it. And then an errant pass going to force them all the way back into their zone. As Noble picks it up. Now he got a whistle as the penalty box door came open, and that will result in a stoppage in play. 9:33 to go. And now carried in. Here's Jorgensen, and then it ran off her stick blade, picked up finally, and here's a shot by Katzenmacher that goes off the outside of the net. Then she fell behind the net, and after it along the wall is Keepman, and it comes out, but not completely. And now going to be controlled by Jorgensen. Back down behind the goal, Noble reverses back up the wall to the near side, looking there for Garibay. And now Noble has it back and rink wide. He will carry it to center ice and is stripped of the puck. Now Jorgensen will shoot it ahead from the blue line. Now here come the South through Garibay, looking to center it, and it's onto the goaltender finally as Malinkovic steered it away. Now down the near wing they come. West end, Noling looking to shoot, and it comes onto Garaby's stick, plays it ahead, and now Garibay having trouble. Finally feeds an open wing, and it comes out to center ice. And after it there for the West is Joseph. Now that's picked off, and over the line they come with 8 minutes to go, and a shot and a save made. Good chance there against Nichols as the puck winds up in the corner. Now behind the net. And it'll run up the boards, finally out to center, and here's a race for it in the zone, and after it there for the South to make that play is Keepman, hustling all the way back. 7:58 to go. And now here's a shot from the left point by Loma that sails wide to the goaltender's left. And now Corbin knocked down as she tried to come out of the corner. Played out to center ice, and it gets past the defender on that side. Loma. And now the South in possession. Chambliss playing it in, and over the line they come. They have a two-player break in, and a centering pass is sticked off to the corner on the near side. Finally crashing on in is Chambliss, and it winds up in the near side corner with a little over 7 to go now here in the second half. Still a 2-2 tie. Now here's a one-timer from the left point. Deflected, and they score! And the South is on the board again, and they lead it by 3-2. Deflected home, I am pretty sure, by Nora Tack. To make it 3-2 with 7:03 to go. The South getting back on the board. They've scored twice in a row, and they now lead it by 1. 7 minutes for the West to come back. Over the line they come. Lou cuts to the slot, and that's knocked away. Noble banks it off the boards, and it's going to be pinned to the wall. Let's get the goal.
Number 8, Nora Tack. With the assists coming to number 16, Riley Amule, and number 7, Audrey Nichols.
Amblin Nichols getting assists on the goal. We have 6.5 minutes to go, and it's a 3-2 lead for the South as Noble starts the rush. At the center line, and dispossessed at the blue line, and it'll be finally cleaned up on the near side as Starkey plays it ahead, and over the line come the South again. But it's returned right back out to center ice. Backhanded to Noble, and she takes a attempt at putting it in and hit Starkey, but they come in anyway, and here's a shot. They score to make it 4-2, and sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, and that a little bit of both in this case for Team South, as the initial clear in wound up deflecting off Starkey, but it wound up going right onto the stick of Nichols. I believe that's Nichols. The jersey's tucked in, but we'll see. But it's 4-2 with 6:03 to go. And no, it's not Nichols. She's in the zone. And out there now, and the scoring player went to the bench. So I'll wait for the announcement. Well, not quite yet. So puck is in the west zone. Here we go. Now we'll get it.
6:03 remaining in the second half. Number 2, Leighton Craigness, with the assist to number 14, Ashley Noble.
It's Craigness from Noble, and it's 4-2 with just over 5 minutes to go. And now they cut in front of their own goal through Chambliss. And it comes to the near side, and here is Garrity over the line, feeding it ahead. Nichols steered it to the corner, goes after it, and is going to get there first. Garrity trying to return it for Nichols, and she digs it out along the boards, now plays it to the wall on the near side where the West will pick it up. They have work to do here, trailing by 2 goals with just under 5 minutes to go. And they break in, and here's a shot. Goaltender out to challenge, and the shot by Katie Genia went wide of the goal, but boy, an aggressive play there by Ruby Semet. Came way out to challenge. And it's in the corner now. Players from both teams there. Now cleared, and the South will pick it up with Hartle. Clearing it ahead, and here's a chance. Racing after it is Keepman and is headed off on a nice play by Loma to keep the puck away from the attacker. Now they come in over the line, and that's going to be whistled down on a tight offside with about 4 minutes to play. Never used to be that way. 1929, the NHL rules said you could pass in a forward way anywhere on the ice except over a blue line. And you think about how wide open today's game is and how different it was from then. Now loose in the left corner. And Nelson. Now it's cleared on out to center by Ambule. And a 4-2 game with under 4 minutes to go. Over the line. And it's picked up there by Leighton Cragness, the scorer of the most recent goal. Now to the right point, and here's a shot. And it changed direction on the way to Milinkovic. And a face-off coming up as Chambliss took the initial shot. And we're going to get a timeout taken here with 3:29 to go. We'll take a quick break ourselves. It's 4-2 for the South here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
The goal, 3:29 remaining, and here's a shot. Milinkovic watches it go wide off the stick of Whipple. Now played down. Behind the net, 3:18 to go, and time definitely favoring the South at this point with that 2-goal advantage. Finally, it's played up the wall and out to center by Corbin for the West. Now finally played back out to center ice, and here's Whipple into the center circle. And finally over the line, diagonally it comes. Noble holding the zone, and Noble will close in, throws it towards the net, wide of Milinkovic to the right side. And it goes back behind the goal now. Cleared up the wall. And there's an outlet pass stolen away by Noble. And played back down behind the goal. 2:29 left. And the West finally plays it out. And it's going to come back into the South zone. Whipple. Goaltender staying in here with 2:17 left. Now cleared and finally tipped on out to center. Here's the South picking it up. And it's Starkey feeding it rink wide. And chasing it down there. Hartle playing it to the front of the net. And now Noble winds and shoots. And that's deflected by Milinkovic and wide. Less than 2 minutes to go. A centering pass again to Noble. Up the slot. Plays it past one. Then puts it towards the net. It's off a pad in front. And the leg pad there of Nichols. Wound up trying to deflect it towards the net. Winds up going behind the goal with less than 2 minutes to go. And cleared around on the near side. There's West getting it, and Smith playing it out to center ice. It'll come back into the South zone, trickling for an icing call with 1 minute and 28 seconds to go. 1931, new rule initiated which said that each team was only allowed to play one goaltender at a time. There is no record of a team attempting to play with more than one goaltender at the same time, but there was a rule against it. Now a centering pass, broken up, and finally controlled by Senyarecki. Tried to feed it ahead, couldn't get it out of the zone. Minute 14 to go, though, and the South doing a nice job of getting the puck deep. And now the signal is going to come to the bench to pull the goaltender with a minute 5 to go. And heading off is Milinkovic. And it's 6 against 5. The South trying to play it out of their zone. They do get the puck to the blue line. And trying to stick handle through the traffic there was Rosalina Nelson, who has it now with 46 seconds to go, feeds it ahead. And it's tipped ahead and into the zone. A shot at the empty net winds up going wide from Hartle, and now in the corner with 34 seconds to go. Again, they're doing a nice job of keeping the puck deep, and now they center it. It comes up the slot and finally controlled and cleared out to center ice by Genia. Now with 19 seconds to go, it's back into the zone, and that outlet pass wound up going off of Keepman. Now played back into the zone with 10 seconds to go. Now behind the net, and the South steers it off to the corner. 5 seconds to go, and this game is going to be history. Our final score in our girls 2011 final is the South 4 and the West 2. And we'll get the presentation of the MVP award momentarily, as we played 5 games out of 6 here in our finals matchup, I should say, our championship Sunday here at Bloomington Ice Garden. And now we get the handshake line. As the South winds up undefeated in this tournament. They win 4 games, and
another fantastic game. Congratulations to
we will get the handshakes, and then we'll get the announcement, replete with the hardware and the hat.
After the handshake, we will introduce the team MVP for the tournament. Again, a lot of talent out here. I'd like to thank you guys for coming to watch us. Parents, how about a big round of applause for these gals that played their heart out with a fantastic weekend tournament. At this time, for the tourney MVP from Team South, number 8, Nora Tack.
Nora Tack winning the MVP award, led her team in goals with 6 in these 4 games and is a deserving winner. So Nora Tack will get the prizes and the picture to boot here as we observe the honor being given there. And fine game by both of these teams and a good tournament for the South as they go undefeated, and they win it by 4-2. We're back with our final game of this tournament coming up. It's the 2011 boys East versus West. That's next here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Brew Pub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a ½ pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race, to be completely hydrated